All right, check it out. I saw a comment on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and address the silent treatment. I know all about it, all right? Let me tell you guys that don't know what the silent treatment is. If you do something wrong, all it is in a sense, if you do something wrong, the narc goes mute. They go mute. They have nothing to say. This is how they punish you, like you're a little kid, right? If you're a 2-year-old or 3-year-old and you have another child and you're arguing with them, right? And you want to get your point across, but all of a sudden they go mute. They have no reaction. They have nothing to say about anything. And they go mute. It's no telling how long they can go mute. That's the big thing about the silent treatment that throws us off when we don't know what it is. It's no telling how long they can go mute. What do I mean by go mute? They can hold this grudge, and they hold it so long. I feel like they hold it very, very long so that they can internalize it and really make it stick, not just with you, but with them. So when they go to discarding you, then they bring that up. Remember when such and such? Remember when such and such? And you're standing there saying, I thought we talked about this. I thought we discussed this. I thought we were good on this. I didn't know this was still a factor. I didn't know this was still a thing to consider. I thought we got past this, right? I thought we worked this out. So the silent treatment, the ups and downs to it. The up part is, if you don't react to it and you don't respond to it, then it puts them in a place of doubt, because the only thing that the silent treatment is designed to do on the narc's end versus the empath is to make you second guess yourself and doubt yourself. It's a passive aggressive method. It's a passive aggressive method of torturing you. But let me tell you, when you understand what's going on, right? When it's happening in the moment, you don't second guess yourself. You stand on whatever it is that has you feeling whatever way. Because normally, the silent treatment comes after an argument. So, you're on this side of the fence. The narc is on this side of the fence. And you won't side with them. So they're going to stay on their side of the fence. And they're going to go mute until you decide to side with them. All right? So what's the upside of that as it pertains to an empath? Well, if you don't react to it or respond to it, you can use that time for yourself. Well, what is the downside for an empath that still has to tolerate a narc, that still lives with the narc? What is the downside to it? The downside is, if you don't agree, if you don't go with it, then you set yourself up. I mean, anyway it goes, but as it pertains to this, you set yourself up for more abuse, more misuse. So sometimes it's best to play dumb. Okay, sometimes it's best to play dumb. All right, I'm just being real. It's best to just go with whatever it is that they say. But what can you do when they give you the silent treatment? To not combat it, but not to personalize or internalize anything that they want, because the silent treatment is for them to get their way. And that's what they use to drive that motive in getting their way. So it's best to cognitively disassociate, meaning to kind of come from out of yourself and just be the punching bag, be the means of belittling, be the person that they talk down on until you can get from around them. Bring yourself back to reality. That's if you have to tolerate them. So it's ups and downs to that shit. It just depends on how strong it is, how strong of an empath it is in the moment, and what kind of narc they're dealing with. The silent treatment is good for some people. It's bad for some people. Some people look at it like it's a good thing. Some people look at it like, hey, look, I don't like this. Because one thing that the relationship is built off of, and it should be built off of, is trust, love, honor. But There's a major aspect to relationships, which is communication. And the narc takes that major aspect and cuts it off. And when you don't have that major aspect, that communication, you have somebody that's saying, look, we need to communicate more. We need to talk more about our feelings. And then they just sit there and they flip the switch and they cut it off on you. Now you're thinking that you need to communicate, and they're sitting there and they don't have a word to say. And they don't have a response to give you. That's the silent treatment. It's ups and downs for everybody. All right, it just depends on what you're dealing with and what kind of person you are. All right, what kind of narc you have and what kind of person you are. And I stand on that. All right, narcs hate they love me. I love y'all. Peace. Love you. Take care of yourself.